think it's at all possible that chickens could be rabid?
Robert, they're always rabid. Worse than that, they're carriers.
Of what?
Well, mostly the dreaded simoleon underarm fever. If I were you, I would check immediately into a clinic and have my pits checked.
Your humor always did escape me. But listen, it's not funny being attacked by a crazy chook. But in any case, listen, Honeymoon seemed to agree with you.
Man, it has been fine. Rick called, too.
Your newly acquired father-in-law. What did he want?
Mainly to tell us that Scott will not contest the Mexican divorce.
Yeah, well, it looks as if Scotty could be cleaning up his act. He looked pretty beaten when I saw him.
Yeah. I got an idea that he's probably, if he sticks in town, will go into his father's law office and practice law again. But I don't trust him.
Look, he had his moment at the wedding, and now he's through. Finished.
Yeah, well, let's hope so. Look, about the thing that Tiffany brought up, you know, with the yacht, and that's a great idea, a floating cabaret.
I agree.
There's a lot of details there, though. You know, liquor licenses are tough to get, you know, especially if your record, as mine is not exactly clean as a whistle.
Look, stop worrying, will you? You're still the golden-haired boy in town, now probably more than ever.
What do you mean, now more than ever?
Well, look, because... Oh, of course. You would know about that. Stuck up here with the deer and the antelope play. Okay. After you went to see Helena Cassadine, she went ahead with her reception. And get this. Gave the hospital $10 million for research.
10 million?
10 big ones. Now, I don't know what you said to her, pal, but it certainly worked.
Oh, I didn't say much to her at all.
For $10 million? Now, look, I know you didn't talk about the weather. Come on, tell Robert. What'd you talk about?
Robert, I don't know. We didn't talk about much. Talked a little bit about her deceased husband. She said that I reminded her of him. That spooked me a little bit, but you know what really spooked me is the way she kept looking at me. She kept staring at me with those eyes. And before I left, she put her hands on my shoulders. I don't think I'll ever forget the feel of her hands on my shoulders. Even now, I can feel them burning. Very strange.
Yeah, well, I could understand what you mean. Cassadine's always had sort of an aura about them. Compared to the Quartermains, they make them look like Ozzie and Harriet.
Don't chickens ever take a 10? Look at these eggs.
Oh, darling, if hens ever stop laying, let me tell you, they're disturbed about something. You won't want that.
Yeah, well, obviously that lot out in the garage out there haven't got a care in the world.
Robert, I think you're putting a medium in with the large.
Mrs. Spencer, look, for your information, to me, an egg is an egg, and scrambled, they all look the same.
Robert, shut up and sort off.
All right, I hang on your every word, Spence.
You know, I've been thinking.
Oh, hey, hold it. Now, duck, everybody. This is it. Look out.
No,
Got that look?
No, you're gonna like this. It has to do with what Tiff was saying in the barn.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that, too.
What do you think?
Well, I was thinking about Robert's beautiful penthouse, and it does have 2 bedrooms, doesn't it?
Well,
yes, it did last time I looked.
and when
Why?
we left this morning.
Right, well, look, then it's simple. If we move in there, we can just have 1 bedroom. He can stay in the other one. He won't have to move out.
Laura, why would we, as newlyweds, want to live with other people when we can live alone on a yacht?
Because...
Besides, if we go ahead with Tiffany's idea, there's a lot of work to be done there. If we live there, we can make it done faster.
Does that mean that you're going to turn it into a cabaret?
Well, I don't know, honey, but I kind of like that idea a lot. You know, when I ran the disco, it was a class operation, because I'm a classy guy.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Laugh it up, fool. So, at any rate, I was just thinking we could really probably turn some very heavy profits.
Profit. Now we get down to the nitty-gritty. Listen, can you cope with a compliment?
Oh, I thrive on your compliments, Robert.
Yeah. Well, I think that you have the necessary savory fare to carry it off.
Savory fare?
Yeah.
What is it?
Honey, did you know you were married to a guy who's had it up to here with savory fare?
Up to there.
Mm-hmm.
And flamboyance. Let's not forget flamboyance.
I'm overwhelmed.
Well, I think Robert's being very serious, and I happen to agree with him now, Luke. I mean, I think you do a wonderful job running the Titan. Of course, with our help, you
Yeah.
Well, sure, I couldn't do it alone. Well, maybe I couldn't. But I've been thinking that the more I think about it, the better it sounds. At least we would be our own bosses. We would not be a symbol for somebody else making a lot of money.
You got it, mate. The magic word is independence. Rise or fall, sink or swim. We call the shots.
Yeah. Laura, you're not saying much, babe.
Yeah, I was just thinking it's not such a bad idea to be a symbol. At least we would be sure of a weekly paycheck.
Oh, but Laura, honey, I mean, a nightclub on the Titan would actually coin money for us.
We can't be sure of that, Tiffany, and we could use up all of our money fixing the place up before we could even open.
No, sweetheart. No, look. The basic outgoings will be essentially in raw materials. I mean, in terms of labor, the boy and I come pretty cheap.
Some of us come very cheap.
And obviously I would donate my services. I mean, considering my usual fees for all of my appearances, I would just have a mint right there. Come on.
That'll, yeah.
It's true.
Listen, do you do any animal acts as well?
I do not work with animals or children. Let me
Juggle
tell you, they are
cartridge.
absolutely scene stealers, and I will not put up with them.
Well, there you go. I think the money will save in baby food and whatever you feed animals.
That's right, darling.
Laura, you seem to be somewhat uncertain.
Well, yeah, I think we probably just need to talk about it a little bit more.
Yeah, I think we do. Oh, we don't want you to think we would, keep secrets from you.
Oh, no, it's just that I think that Luke and I should have the chance to talk about it alone later on.
The telephone.
That would be it. Whitaker Honeymoon Hotel, groom speaking. Hey, Mrs. Whitaker! Where are you? Still in Chicago. Oh, that's great. No, everything's going real well. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, no, you know what? Something happened today, which is terrific. It sounds like we may have something great to go home to. Yeah. No, we'll tell you all about it when we see you. What? All right. I'll tell Buford. Oh, Mrs. Whitaker, before you hang up, Laura and I want to thank you again for everything.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Right. Tomorrow. Okay. Our best of wit. Okay. Bye. Did you hear?
One side.
Well, they're coming back. They want us to spend Thanksgiving here. So, looks like the honeymoon's over.
But at least there's one good thing about it. Tomorrow, we're going to be home for Thanksgiving dinner.
Alice, I've never been so glad to see anybody in my entire life.
You've got problems already.
4 hours until dinner and 6 hours of work.
Divided by 2, that makes 3 hours apiece. So how's the turkey coming?
That's nice, huh? He's just fine. I gave him some crushed up breadcrumbs and apples and onions and sausage and stuff like that.
And how did he like them?
Let me put it to you this way. He went into the oven stuff.
So how is the guest list shaping up?
We are 11. We are going to have you and me, the most important people. Rick, who is bringing Mike. Amy, because we can't get rid of her. She lives here. Robert Scorpio and his date, the inimitable Tiffany Hill. And Ruby and Bobby.
Excuse me, but that's 9.
Alice, you're counting again. All right, it's, who did I leave out? Oh, Laura and himself, Luke. Oh. How could I forget them?
I didn't know they were back in town.
They're not. They're driving in from Beecher's Corners this afternoon.
I saw you rummaging around down by the barn this morning. Sorry.
Yeah, I thought it'd have me a look-see.
Well, how's everything look?
Well, it looks fine to me.
Oh, that's high praise coming from Whit.
To tell you the truth, I thought I'd see quite a mess.
Well, tell you the truth, if you'd have taken a look about 3 days ago, you would have seen quite a mess.
Buford told me.
He did? He didn't tell you everything, did he?
Well, heck, it sounded to me like he was impressed.
You're kidding.
No, he was nice about it. Said you two weren't born farmers, but you were quick learners.
You're kidding. Buford said that. The Buford Honeycutt.
He sure did. He also said that he wanted 2 weeks' notice before you two come visiting again.
Why?
So he could quit.